So okay, in this video we'll be doing another 3 more labs from Portsugar. That is, first one is IP block. So whenever you attempt to login, like incorrect login for like say 5 attempts, after 5 attempts your IP gets blocked. So you can unlock that one by logging into the verified or valid account. So you can create a new account on the website, and after 4 failed attempts you can try the 5th attempt as a valid one. Then your IP does not get blocked for the sixth request. So that's what here they are saying, fraud brute force protection. Here the web server have the protection against the number of failed attempts. So they have given the credentials Wiener and Peter, and we need to find the password for the Carlos. So first let's access the lab. So first we will find for how many number of requests, how many number of invalid logins we are getting blocked, and then we will put the valid login request just before those number of invalid logins. Let's copy this. So this is admin and admin. Let's try this. Click on login. Now send this to repeater, and it says invalid username. So okay, what we can do is we can just simply say Carlos because they have already given the username. So you can also brute force this one username because it's saying invalid username. Carlos, let's send this, and here you can see incorrect password. So let's send this to intruder and clear our markers and add the marker to the password position. Now we will be adding some few random payloads just to increase the payload count. Let's say payload 17 payloads. Let's start the attack. Now you can see the default response is 3275 and 3338, and the response is you have made too many incorrect login attempts. So I think for 2 incorrect responses for incorrect valid logins, we are getting the blocked. So what you can do is we can write the Python script. So first let me copy this code. It just extracts the usernames and passwords from the word list they have given. So here they have given the password word list, which is the same we have used in the previous labs. So we got the usernames and the passwords. Now what we need to do is copy this data. Let's create data2 is equals to username, that is Carlos. So username is Carlos and password is going to be varied, let's say I. So how to brute force this? For I in passwords, so we are sending this one. So r is equals to request dot post of URL comma. Let's also add the random headers. Headers 2 is equals to x forwarded for 127, and we are going to randomize 0 0 0. So we are going to randomize these 3 octets. Dot format of, let's import random dot randint of 1 comma 255 because the octet takes the values from 1 to 255. So copy this one and paste 2 times. So we should have 3 octets and 3 random values to be filled in those octets. So we have the data2 and headers 2. So what we are going to do is we are going to just post this one, data is equals to data2 and headers is equals to headers2. So we'll be sending this one, and if incorrect password not in r dot text, print of found password for Carlos dot format of 5. So if you send like this, we will be getting blocked by the third request. So what we can do is we can simply say a variable counter is equals to 0. Okay, so whenever we are sending this post request, we are going to increment this one. This counter gets counter plus 1. And first of all, before any for loop, the counter is 0 and we send the login data, counter increments by 1, and again in the second password we increment again, and here we need to write one code if counter is equals to 2. So that means we have sent the 2 valid logins. So we are checking these logins, right? So we have sent 2 requests. So after the 2 requests, we need to send the valid data, right? Because then we will get unblocked. So we can say username winner. So they have given the credentials. If not, you can create a new one on the website you are going to try. Winner Peter. And let's copy these headers. And r is equals to request dot post of URL comma data is equals to data, and headers is equals to headers 2. So this should do fine. So if counter is 2, then we are sending the valid request, and after that we need to make this counter is equals to 0, because it will keep on incrementing from 2 onwards. So that's why we are making counter 2. Again, for each 2 requests we are sending the valid login. I think it's yes, winner spelling is correct. Now we can just run this. URL not defined. Okay, we are getting multiple answers, so that there might be wrong. Let's also print r dot text. So we are getting you have made too many incorrect login attempts. Okay, I think so. You can see congratulations, you solved that app. So that means the password is this one. So you can go Carlos and enter the password. So you can see we have successfully logged in as Carlos. So this is about this lab IP block. So we can reset our IP block using the by sending the valid request after few unsuccessful requests. So that is about this IP block. Now we will be taking a look at account tracking. So generally account tracking means if you try some like 10 invalid items, your account gets logged. So that information will be displayed by the web server on the interface. Click on access lab. So meanwhile, let me copy all of this into new file. So let's try admin and admin. Now it says invalid username or password. If you send this again, if you send the data again, we can see invalid username or password and send this again. And you need to repeat until you get some error message stating that your account is locked. So what you need to do is let's capture the request first, admin and admin. So this is the URL. And this is the data, username and password. So actually we don't know for which username we are going to get some message stating that that exact username was logged out. So that's what we are going to find out first. Username is we are going to iterate password, let's say tech69. So this is the username and the password. Now what we are going to do is we are going to loop over all the usernames, and then we are going to send this data. So for particular user you need to send more than one time, right? So if you send for username admin, you need to send like 10 requests or 5 requests to make the account lock. So if you get the notification like account has been locked, so that means that username exists. Okay, r is equals to request dot post of url comma data is data2. So now what we need to filter is invalid username or password. If invalid username or password, so this line should not be in r.text, that is the response. So then we can say that there is something going on, and we can say check this username dot format of I. So we got some different response from invalid username or password. So then we are going to check this username, and remember we need to repeat this request for single username, like let's say 5 times for j in range of 1 comma 5. So for every username we are going to send multiple requests to make sure that web server locks our username, and if the particular existing username got locked out, we will not see this response. So by this message we are going to filter the usernames. So you can also increase this range. and we can see we got one username Arizona. So let's we can stop this one and let's paste this, and let's try some random passwords. So you can see we got a message, you have made too many incorrect login attempts, please try again 1 minute. So that means we came to know that Arizona is a valid user. So let's change this to passwords, and let's remove this second for loop, and paste the Arizona and change this to password I. So here what we are going to do is we are going to filter the message too many incorrect login attempts. If the text is not there in the response, then we can say check this password of I. Too many incorrect login attempts. So let's run this again. So we're getting all the let's also print r.text. So okay, let's check this password. Okay, now we can see we did not get anything response, so that means this might be the correct one. So what we are going to do is we are going to wait for 1 minute because there is a lockout for our username. So after 1 minute, if you try to log in, we should see the my account details. And we can see we have successfully logged in as that user. So even if our account is getting logged, the web server should not show us the message that the account is locked or you have tried too many times, please try again after 1 minute. So like that, it should show some generic message like error. So that's it, and you should not reveal any of this information to the attacker. So let's do this another lab, user rate limiting. So here what we can do is for this web server it accepts multiple credentials. So at a time it is going to accept. So let's access the lab. Click on my account. So let's first capture this request, admin and admin. Send this to repeater, and you can see we should send the data in the JSON format. So instead of password field, what you can do is you can send the array of some passwords. So I think we can use the burp suite itself. So that passwords.txt. So I also we need to put the double quotes. So single quotes will not be considered as a value. So what we can do is import JSON. So print of JSON.dumps. So there is this dumps method. It will take the list and it will convert that into JSON format. So we will be converting the passwords list into JSON dumps. So now you can see we got the list. So we can just copy all the list and paste here. So now send this one, and we got some internal server error. I don't know what are these for. So let's send this again, and we got invalid username or password. So okay, let's send this one using the Python. I don't know why we are getting error. So the format is correct. So let's try this with Python. And data2 is equals to username Carlos. Okay, I forgot. They are asking for the username Carlos. So that's why we are getting the error, because we are trying for the admin user. Let's try for Carlos, send this, and we got the redirect. So we are getting redirect to my account. So you can show response in the browser and copy this, paste here and go. Now you will get the redirect to the URL, and you can see we have successfully logged in. So let's also try to do this with Python. Username is Carlos and the password is the list. So here you can type the passwords. It is the list we have extracted previously. So what we are going to do is r is equals to request dot post of URL comma data is equals to. Now we need to convert this dictionary into JSON format, JSON.dumps of data2. Now print of or.text. I missed this comma, and you can see we got the my account page. So that's about these 3 labs. These all labs are based on the password protection.